So, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our today's exciting AMA session presented to you by CryptoClash. We have a truly innovative and forward-thinking project to introduce to you all. So, without further ado, let's dive right in and explore the world of Metapro. Metapro is a concern of Augmented Life Studio, which is a trailblazing software house that specializes in Web3, augmented reality, virtual reality, mobile applications, as well as front-end and back-end development for the gaming and metaverse industries. And they have been making waves in their groundbreaking product and that are set to reshape the way we interact with the digital realm. One of the standout elements of MetaPro is its commitment to interoperability. As digital landscape continues to evolve, MetaPro has positioned itself as a pioneer in the fostering seamless connectivity between the gaming and metaverse domain. In addition, Metapro boasts a truly innovative multi-sided marketplace. This platform not only facilitates the listing of games but also serves as a dynamic hub for minting NFT meta assets. It's a space where creators and enthusiasts can make together, bringing their unique vision to life and exchanging digital asset that holds immense value within the metaverse. Today, we have a privilege of hosting someone who knows Metapro inside and out. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Marcin Wojciechowicz, the co-founder and chief operating officer of Metapro. Marcin is here to share with us the ins and outs of the Metapro project, its exciting offering, and answer your burning questions you might have. So, without further ado, let's hand to the virtual floor over to Marcin. Welcome, Marcin. We are thrilled to have you here today with us.
Likewise. It's always a great pleasure to be here.
Please,
I can see we have a nice crowd. Also, it was a great introduction from yourself. Explain exactly what is ALS and also how Metapro position themselves. So thanks for that.
please take a moment to introduce yourself to our audience and tell us a bit about the background and how you got involved into the industry.
Okay, so my original background is coming from lean manufacturing management and continuous improvement management. So I used to be employed by the companies to run cost saving exercises, streamline their processes, reduce the labor, introduce an automation into the systems and also into organizations. And since 2018, I've started my journey in crypto industry. First, as on the other side, so being an early investor into the DeFi projects, I become a big fan of DeFi, and I truly believe that we can apply the same methodology into the gaming space, where the main actors are positioned in the center with all the rights to make the decisions for themselves. In terms of when I switched to the other side, managing the projects, I'm doing that for over 3 years now. So the first project I was managing, it was the centralized exchange, which had a quite good success. We follow, and for last 16, 17 months now, I'm managing and operating all the aspects at Metapro. And the journey taken us here. So this is like just to give you a short or brief overview of who I am. I think
Thank you. Thank you for the quick introduction. We are honored to have you with us today, and we are eager to hear and learn from you throughout the session. And I would like to take a moment to ensure that we are pronouncing your name correctly. Marcin, could you kindly share the correct pronunciation with us?
Of course, you were very close, So I will give you I will give you a two pronunciation. One is like a more user friendly, which is Wojciechowicz,
Yeah,
and the proper Polish one is Wojcieszkiewicz.
okay. I will try to.
But you were very close, It's normally wherever I start pronouncing it, people really getting used to pronouncing it properly. So you've done a very good job.
Thank
So
you.
much appreciated.
Now, I will quickly describe the agenda of today's session. Our today's session can be divided into two segments. First, we will kick off a comprehensive introduction to the project by 5 introductory questions. This will provide an overview of the project And following that, we have an interactive live asking segment where participants can ask their question, share ideas, and engage in lively discussion. So I'm starting with the project introductory questions. So my first question to you, Marcin, could you give us a brief overview of the project Metapro and walk us through the technical aspect of your project and as well as how it works in practical sense?
Awesome. I would love to do that. So, Metapro is a holistic Web3 platform designed to empower the gaming industry through decentralization. Because, as I said, I really want to apply the DeFi methodology into the gaming. So, our key offering includes a digital asset wallet, which is a Metapro wallet. We have a marketplace for digital assets called the Metapro Market, and also a platform to distribute all the games and updates to the games, and also to manage the assets which you can use in the games, which is a Metapro launcher. And on top of that, we have built a set of tools to facilitate cross-game asset usage and also secure transactions. We call it a Metapro protocol. So in the end, as you can see, it's a very holistic platform which have a lot of different segments, and that gives it a very strong, powerful for entire industry.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your project with us. It's fascinating to hear about the innovative work we're doing in this space, combining gaming and DeFi in one space. So now moving to the next question. So could you share with us what inspired you to create this project and what needs or gaps in the current cryptocurrency landscape did you identify that drove you to embark on this venture?
So first of all, I always wanted to put gamers in the center because I truly believe that this is the main actor of the gaming industry. Uh, However, as the gaming we know now doesn't really position them like that. Yes, everyone wants to increase the user acquisition, so gamer acquisition, so they would love gamers play their games. However, they don't really put them in the center. And so this was a main driver to show gamers that through blockchain technology, they can monetize, they can own, they can make main day decisions. So they are responsible for what they do, and that's provide them a freedom. And this freedom is not only based on the monetization aspect, but also the way they want to manage their assets. And then when we start looking further into that, we realize that Web3 provides numerous opportunities for the gaming industry. Imagine the scenarios where you hold in an asset and this asset can be used in two different games, three different games, four different games, maybe a game in a metaverse. And so that was a trigger for us to create an ecosystem which provides this interoperability, provides this cross-game, cross-platform usage for the assets. So this is that was another trigger for us what we want to do. And when we follow the Steam platform path, we thought that the platform which really unites all the games and creates this win-win for the gamers, games, content creators out there, it's something what market needs and requires.
Thank you. That's quite understandable. Moving to the next question. So what makes your project unique or different from other existing projects in the cryptocurrency space? How do these features benefit the end users?
I think what I would say maybe is, of course, we are different, but I would say different into the gaming industry because I think that's the crucial part, and we use a blockchain technology, and of course, the crypto space is also important. But when you look at our philosophy, we have a competitors. So we have a big brothers. There's a Gala Games out there, some other projects. We call them a big brother. However, the vision from day one was to create a win-win for all the games out there. So we don't want to compete with any gaming projects. However, the way we design the ecosystem, we can always extend their possibilities, regardless which part of our ecosystem you would love to use. If you're a game developer, if you're looking for the community, of course, come to our platform because we have a community we love to play games. However, if you are developing the game, if you would like to save money and time, come on, use our tools because you can cut down your cost of development and speed it up. If you want to create some NFT auctions, come to our marketplace. If you want to have an audience and which have access to your game, come on to our game launcher. So in general, our offering is unique because we provide this holistic, all-in-one solution which covers all the aspects which markets needs at the moment. And we are not stopping here because the goal and for the end of the year is become an accelerator because we discovered that the games also needs funding. So this is what we also looking at the moment to see how we can support that. Because Web3 gaming is still an early industry and there is a lot of uh, requirements to be successful. And this is what we want to do from day one. Be a platform where every gamer, game content creator can see something for them.
That's exciting to hear. Thank you for providing a clear and comprehensive use cases for different types of people. So it's greatly appreciated. Now, moving to the next question. So, how does Metapro address current issues in the cryptocurrency industry, such as scalability, security, or adoption, and how does it differentiate itself from existing solutions?
So first of all, we have built a robust blockchain infrastructures, ensuring that scalability, even during a peak demand, is there. So, for example, we are building a index nodes ecosystem, which is based on uptime, and the nodes providers are rewarded for operating nodes. What does it mean? It means that uh, even if one node fail or doesn't deliver, there is a network of 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 nodes still operating. So this is one of the ways how we want to secure that in terms of the scalability. Of course, we also build in our own decentralized storage based on pods. So does give us also a freedom and option to scale up wherever that requires. And of course, our advanced security protocols, which is based also on index nodes, because they are playing a big part in the security, into verifying that the metadata is corrected, that the dynamic metadata which is stored, which is collected from the games, is it's correct as well. Because as I do, the gaming is it's about the competition, and wherever there is a competitive games happening, you want to make sure that there is no bad players, people which want to cheat the system. So that's how we build that. And the most important part is we want to be non-custodial, which means that we don't want to hold any assets. We don't want to hold have access to people's wallets. And this is, as I said, we want to apply this DeFi methodology, and this is what we stick to.
One last question from my side. Can you please provide some progress on your roadmap and what result Metapro has achieved so far, and in sneak peek into 2023 plans?
Yes, so maybe I will take you through a short journey which started last year. So we started developing Metapro. I think the concept has started, it was December 2021. I think we started development in March. I think it was March 2023. So we were starting at a deep bear market. We decided at the time that we're going to focus on developing the product because, as I do, that companies were spending heavy money on the market, in the bear market, they fighting against the trend. So in other words, they are burning their capital. So what we did, we focused on product. We released our MVP in October last year. It wasn't a coincidence because at the time we were first ever Web3 gaming project, which was partner of indie games section at Poznań Game Arena. Poznań Game Arena is the biggest gaming event in Europe. I think every year it's 50 to 70,000 gamers out there. And I think that was our biggest achievement because we started with Web2 games. We want to get that experience from the Web2 developers, from people with building games on a daily basis, and also show them the value what blockchain technology can provide, what Web3 technology can provide to them. And I think that we have chosen this more difficult path, but thanks to that, we managed to release a dedicated wallet for gaming industry. We have a marketplace which managing the gaming asset also provides a lot of tools for game developers. So that was another milestone which we have released. Then about I think in May or June this year, we have released a game launcher. The milestones ahead of us, we want to be multi-chain with all our protocols. So currently we operate on BNB chain. However, our marketplace very soon will accept Polygon and Ethereum. And in terms of some numbers and some traction from the roadmap, I think we have close to 80 games now listed on our platform. They come in on a daily basis. The goal for the end of the year is 200 games. I think it's quite ambitious, but I'm pretty sure by scaling up the team in BizDev, we can achieve that. So yeah, what else? It's a very dynamic project. I think from what's coming, that we have released recently the first iteration of the competitive game, which is a Degen Yuki, which coming from our this developed by Augmented Life Studio and Olympics Studio. The purpose of the game was to show the use cases and provide all the value which all the tools Metapro created give to the gaming industry, and I think it's working very well. We have done an early stage, early access, tournaments. Very soon, in next 2 to 3 weeks, we're gonna release another iteration of the game where it's gonna be free to play with some nice incentives for the gamers, and that's gonna follow up with some other next parts of it. And in October this year, we are co-organizing the first ever Web3 gaming arena. It's gonna be exciting tournament, exciting event dedicated for Web3 games with expectation between 50 to 70,000 gamers of the event. And I think that's like in the short sentence what we have done, what we are planning. As I said, it's a very dynamic industry. The 1 month in the blockchain startup space is like 1 year in classic business. So lots of happening.
Yeah, your explanation has given us a better understanding of the vision and direction of the project. Thank you so much for taking time to answer all of my questions in such clear and concise manner. Your explanation was incredibly helpful, and, yeah, and now I think all of us has a better understanding about Metapro and its founding features. Now I'm sure our community members are brimming with questions about their project. So without further ado, let's dive into the Q&A session.
Okay.
In this session, we will be unmuting 5 of our community members. I can do it myself, or you can do it yourself.
Maybe if you could do it, that would be awesome.
Okay, no issues. Unmuting our first participant. He is joining now.
Yes. Hello,
Okay.
guys. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, Marcin.
Hello.
A beautiful website, an incredible one you've got, I must say. But the problem is when I tried to connect through my Trust wallet, it was giving an error message. I don't know why. Can you explain more on that? Is there any maybe development or work going on that's obstructing me from being able to connect to Trust wallet? That's the first thing I'd like to know.
So in terms, I truly believe that we fully support MetaMask and Metapro wallet. And in terms of the Trust wallet connection, I think there is a wallet connection features which is built on our model for the Web3 connection. But what I would highly advise you is, if you are on our Discord or if you are not, please join. And we have a support team. There is a ticket system, so we can handle all the supports, and dedicated team members of our team can walk you through, or at least give you a feedback and convey that to our dev team, so we can follow the path of the all the reports from the community.
Okay, okay, that's impressive. And now, if I connect, let's assume I'm able to connect the trust wallets successfully. What guarantee is there that there will be no glitches? Because nowadays any issue, people are trying to take advantage at every possible opportunity. So what are you doing to ensure that the connection is going to be a seamless and wonderful one and will give us the best user experience you're expecting?
But what do you mean exactly? So, what sort of, because your question is very high level, very overall. So I don't know.
Okay,
Do
okay,
you?
okay. let me break
Yeah.
it down to a layman's language. What I'm trying to say now is, in the process of connecting to Trust Wallet, how am I sure that there will be no data breach? Do you get it now?
Yes.
People are trying to take advantage. So how am I sure that the connection will be seamless and there will be no breach of data in terms of security? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so basically, we use a Web3 logon. We don't hold any data, so we follow the same path like you have on, I know, on PancakeSwap when you connect to any DeFi platforms. So this the protocol is exactly the same. So it's a non-custodial platform. We never touch people's funds. We never manage anything like that. So we apply exactly the same principles of security what all other DeFi and Web3 platforms are in the space. And of course, we also work with Hacken, we work with others where we provide all the security audits and everything else.
Okay. Lastly, now and very quickly, I noticed the create assets is showing only desktop option, and I tried to change my device to the desktop mode, but it's still not opening. Does that mean I cannot access it with my phone, or I have to use a desktop?
At the moment, yes, to create the assets is only for the desktop.
Okay, that's fine then. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I'm meeting our next participant.
Okay.
Hello, Blisspool 18. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thanks for bringing me up. Okay, my question is, what competitive advantages does your platform feel more confident about, and what are your biggest strengths so far?
Competitive advantage of our competitors, yeah, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
So I was answering this question before when we started the call, but I can repeat it if that has not been recorded. So basically, we are a holistic platform. So I think the biggest advantage is that we have created an ecosystem which allows us to give all the value to the games and the gamers out there, because everyone will find exactly the same, exactly what they need for the project to grow.
Okay. Hello.
I
All
think
right,
you
thank
got the
you.
answer.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, I'm meeting our next participant.
Very conversation. So, my question to this project is actually based on the roadmap of this project. I just really want to know, like, what are some kind of, let me say, important features of your roadmap that could actually onboard or attract more users or more gamers to your platform?
I think it's a great question. So what we did about, I would say, 5 months ago, we decided as an Augmented Life Studio that we will start developing games as well, because we've seen that some of the Web3 games are struggling. First of all, to get the community. Secondly, they are struggling from financial perspective. So we thought that we have built all those tools, we have everything what they need. Okay, let's do a next step now. Let's bring the community. So our strategy to build the community and the users to our platform is, of course, first of all, to put them in a center so they can make decisions related to several features what's happening on the platform, but ultimately is that we started to build in the games. And Degen Yuki is our first simple competitive game, which drives a lot of community to our platform. Then the next one, it will be another game which we released in October this year. I cannot tell you what the game is about. However, if you really start following us on our social media, you will see that we're gonna start communication very soon, because I think the plan is to start the communicating the new game. It's the end of August, so it's very soon, and that's gonna drive another aspect of community to our platform, because we have when you look at deep into the ecosystem we have created, it's a model is B2B2C. So we are covering the B2B clients, which are games, and also any other partners that we are working with. And on the other side is a community of gamers, which we also want to attract. And that way, of course, all the marketplace, game launcher, and all the features are attracting community, but we're not gonna stop there. So the releasing the games, it's also a way how we want to attract community. But the main goal is that we want this community to come and not only play our games, but also play our partner games. And this is our goal. Give them an opportunity to enjoy other games as well. And that way we can grow the community, we can grow entire gaming industry together.
Julian, I think you got your answer. I think we lost him. Now moving to the next participant, Michael. Hello, Michael, can you hear me?
Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question. My question is about the utility support for the Metapro protocol is a noticeable feature. So how does this feature enhance the development process for creators looking to build a games and metaverse experience using the protocol?
Okay, so it's another great question. So first of all, what we did, we have started building an SDK which helps to manage the NFT protocol that we have built it, because our NFT protocol is quite unique. So normally, when you look at the NFTs are the picture which they represent, and that's mainly it. However, the way we designed the NFT protocol is that the NFT represents the file which is strictly connected with them. What does it mean? The file, it's a dedicated file for the game developers. So in other words, wherever you want to develop the game and you want to use an existing assets which are already on our platform, you literally just connect it with our protocol and you can download those assets inside the game. And that creates the utility, because utility is the most important part for all what's happening in crypto. So that way you can start connecting and using the assets which are existing on our marketplace. And on the other side, we went even further. So we started with SDK. Then we have built a Unity plugin. I'm not sure if you're aware, but MetaMask released a Unity plugin a few months ago, but we have built our own Unity plugin much earlier than they did. We are laughing telling that they have copied our idea. This Unity plugin is not only in a wallet connector, which allows you to onboard users to your game using a Web3 technology, but also it gives you an opportunity to start building the game scenarios. And that cuts down your time. And it's not only a wallet connect, as I said, because also we can help you to connect the data, which then you can use for your gameplay. So in other hands, it gives you an opportunity to build those games faster. And we have also a know-how, Unity developers and blockchain developers, which can walk you through how you can integrate with our wallet, which gives you also a better user experience, how you can onboard new gamers, because the way we display NFT assets, let's call them gaming assets, it's completely different than MetaMask or Trust Wallet does, because we are focus orientated on gaming. and they are not. Remember that MetaMask and Trust Wallet, especially MetaMask, was a developer's tool, which then expanded and has been upgraded to end users. And this has been growing around the DeFi space, but not the gaming space. So yeah. I hope that I have covered most of the aspect of the
Yeah,
question.
yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer my question.
Okay, and meeting our next participant. Hello, it's Chad.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yes, we can.
Okay, can I ask my question?
Yes, go on, man.
Uh, I have simple question. Can you introduce your team with us? What are their qualification and experience? This is my question.
Of course. I think currently we employ over 50 people. So that's split in between the dev team and an admin team. So in terms of the developers, we have backend developers, front-end developers, all in-house. We have blockchain experts, all in-house. All those people are with us for last 3 to 4 years. They get a lot of experience with us. The way we started employing the developers, we have managed to get through a very good recruitment company, which help us to recruit talented young people from the industry, because that's what we focus on. And also, my experience from the working in traditional business allows me to recruit the talents, because I think that's the most important part. So that's a development team, back and front end blockchain developers, because we have a wallet on iOS and Android. So we have a team focused on iOS. We have another team focused on Android. In terms of development, is a business analytic. We have I think 3 QAs, so quality assurance, and that covers the dev team, which is managed by Mike, our CEO. So Mike is a very innovative and experienced person in the space. Just to give you like a short intro about him, because for me, he is the most innovative person I met in my life, and that's why we're working together. So he was one of the first ones when the internet started. He was building the websites. He was one of the first one running a cloud storage back in the day when that was starting. He was one of the first one mining Ethereum, going back in 2018, 17, something like that. So just to give you like an understanding how innovative he is. And on the other side, in terms of the experience, we have a very young but productive marketing team, which is in a space for last 3, 4 years. So they working with us in terms of biz dev. We have people from several different industries. So in general, a very experienced team.
Okay, thank you so much. Such a great team. Have
Thank
a
you.
great day. Welcome.
Okay, that's all 5 questions we're taking today. And with that, we really come to the end of our today's session. Thank you, Marcin, for your enlightening responses and for taking time to join us today. It's been an incredibly insightful session, and we are all looking forward to witness the growth and success of Metapro under your team guidance. And to our, yeah, please continue.
No, you carry on. Sorry, I thought you finished. You carry on.
To our wonderful committee members, your enthusiasm and engagement mean the world to us. Remember, the information shared today is not any financial advice. Always conduct your own research and consult professionals before making any investment decision. Keep your eye on Metapro and innovative utilities it sets to bring to the crypto space. And until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the ever-evolving world of blockchain and cryptocurrency. Have a fantastic day, everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for having me on. What I can say from my end, come and play the games, enjoy, I think, the Web3 gaming space, because it's going to grow in next coming years.